Good afternoon, my name is Gabrielle Mbaik and this is my senior Culminating Project. Before I really begin, I'd like to delve into the field that I would like to pursue, which is clinical genetics. I would like to become a clinical geneticist, which is a type of medical doctor that exclusively works with people that have or need to be diagnosed with possible hereditary diseases such as Fragile X, autism in some cases, Down syndrome, as well as sickle cell anemia, amongst a lot of other types of disorders and diseases. The reason as to why I would like to pursue this career is due to my experience here at Vista with the AP and dual enrollment courses I've taken, particularly in the STEM fields as well as English. They have really helped me to become more articulate, and that helped me branch out to see what I was passionate about, and I was really passionate about learning about genetics as well as biology. This personal interest of mine really stemmed from freshman biology and kind of carried itself over into AP biology, where we learned a lot about Mendel and the study of genetics as well as what goes on within the human genome, which is very interesting to me. Additionally, this type of job is everything that I would like to have in a career as an adult, because it not only gives me the opportunity to research things on my own, but it also gives me direct exposure to people and families and children, which is something that I'm very interested in. And this is an interest that was instilled in me by my mother and my grandmother, who, my mother works in the medical field as an RN, and my grandmother really instilled the idea of pursuing medical careers in myself and my cousins throughout our entire lives. So that's part of the reason as to why I'd like to pursue what I am going to be doing in following years. Additionally, this job really reflects my own personal values as a person. I really would like to help others and give back when I'm an adult. It's very important that I do that while also maintaining an equivalent of a 9-to-5 office job. Clinical geneticists, unlike most doctors, aren't really taken on call, so they usually just work within a clinic within set times, in set intervals during the week. So going over who I've been and who I've become over the past 4 years, academically, my GPA as well as my class rank, both of which place me in the top 25 of my graduating class, are more so reflective of the way that I work. I've worked very hard to get to where I am, and that is reflected upon my transcript as well as my GPA. Additionally, as I said before, I've completed courses such as biology and chemistry, and then I've also taken enrollment in different types of AP courses while I've been here at Vista. My SAT score and my ACT score are provided above, but I am going to be taking the ACT one more time October 28th, just so that way I can have that final push before college applications are due. And before I get into my extracurriculars, I really would like you to see the snapshot of what my life has been like for the past 4 years. I'm heavily involved in lots of clubs and organizations. I'm the 3rd in command officer for our Air Force JRTC unit, and I'm additionally the NHS president, just to name a few of the things that I do around campus. And these are very important to me as they've helped build me into the person that I am today. And just to list a bunch of the things that I've done over the past 4 years, my leadership positions, I also have over 200 community service hours logged, with more to come within the next few weeks. And that is that. Becoming a clinical geneticist, it requires a lot more work than you would see when becoming a medical doctor. So most of my short-term goals are within the realm of graduating high school. So one of my goals is to maintain my class rank as well as my GPA, more importantly my GPA, all the way to graduation. Additionally, I would like to obtain passing and high scores on all of the AP exams that I will be taking in May 2018, just so that way I can obtain more college credit for the future. I would like to get a ACT score of 31 plus in this next round of examinations, just because I really would like to make myself competitive in the college pool. And lastly, I just want to complete college applications, because that's just the first step in a long line of secondary education. My long-term goals, though, I would like to earn a Bachelor's of Science in the biological sciences. There are a lot of subfields of biology that doctors can major in, so that way they can pursue a medical degree, which is something surprising that I found in my research. Additionally, I would like to complete medical school and then complete a residency in internal medicine. The thing about becoming a clinical geneticist is that you not only need to complete a residency, you also have to complete a genetics fellowship, a specialized fellowship, in order to obtain the type of certifications that you need. Additionally, you also need to obtain certification with the American Board of Medical Genetics and then pass the United States medical licensing examination. So I'm going to be in school for a very, very long time. Post-graduation, I am going to be applying to mostly UC schools because they fit more so into my family's range of where they can send me to college. However, the schools that I will be applying to are very renowned for their science programs. My top choice is the University of California, Berkeley. I will be applying there as a molecular environmental biology major. All of the schools that I will be applying to, I'll have median ranges of GPA and test scores that all fit into my own statistics as a student. So it's very plausible that I could get into any one of these schools, which is something that I took into account when I began picking colleges last year. Additionally, I'll be applying to UCSD as well as UCLA for human biology and biological sciences majors. So the career forecast for clinical geneticists is actually very high. With the experimentation and the research that's been going into the human genome in the past couple of years with the invention of CRISPR and everything like that, projected job growth for everybody that would like to pursue this kind of job, it's at 14% by 2024 because of all of this research, which means that there is a high probability that I will be able to get a job coming out of med school. Additionally, the average salary for a person in this field is about 197 grand. However, I have seen trends in statistics in which it's actually a bit higher at about $237,000 annually. Obstacles that I'll have to overcome, most of them really just include dealing with things in my own life. Pursuing my occupation will prompt me to be in school again for a very long time, which will probably delay me getting married, having a family, determining things such as that in my own life. Additionally, I'll be having to move to different cities and states, probably for medical school, as well as kind of just separate myself just physically from my friends and family because I will be moving a lot for school. Additionally, student loans and debt are a large thing, so I'm applying currently for lots of undergrad scholarships to help me through undergraduate school, and then in order to combat that again, I'll have to balance other jobs after I get out of undergraduate school in order to pay for medical school and examinations such as the USMILE and the ABMG board. So for my demonstration, I would really like to show you all how broad the clientele is for clinical geneticists. So it's quite short. However, I would really like to ask Mrs. Scallion, since I've seen you the least in the past 6 weeks, if you could pick one of these 3 envelopes. And what does it say on the front?
Adult 20 plus.
Okay. Well, the thing about clinical geneticists is that they not only treat young children and teenagers, they also treat adults, anybody with a hereditary disease. So in the case of an adult 20 plus, I have a bunch of information regarding sickle cell anemia, which is one of the diseases that clinical geneticists treat. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to just be saying like not necessarily diagnoses, but more so what I would do what I would tell a patient to do in order to help maintain their condition or even help in some cases cure. So with adults over 20, the thing about being an adult over 20 with sickle cell anemia is that it's more about maintenance instead of curing, because it's very rare in most cases that sickle cell anemia is cured completely. The thing that we would have to do first is we would have to determine whether or not we can give you a bone marrow extraction and transplant, because people over the age of 16 are typically at higher risk of complications during surgery. If they do choose to do that. However, what we are definitely going to be doing is a bunch of blood transfusion, so that way we can up your red blood cell count. And we're also going to be prescribing you pain medications, as well as some folic acid tablets. And I'm also going to be prescribing lots of exercise, daily exercise, and a healthy diet in order to make sure that you can maintain your pain and also maintain your fatigue. And hopefully, in the next coming weeks, we're going to be able to see your condition become better as time goes on. Do you have any questions regarding your condition?
No, thank you very much.
Okay.
Very thorough.
Thank you. I hope to see you more in the coming weeks, getting healthier as time goes on. Thank you. That was my demonstration. All right. I just wanted to show that just because it shows a lot how people work with doctors and how important they are as ethical figures as well as intellectual figures, because I love the way the two mesh together. And it's one of the reasons as to why I chose this career to pursue over all others. However, my backup career is within the medical field. My backup career is a pediatrician, so the occupation still exists in the medical field, which is what I like. I like science, so I'm hoping to pursue that if I decide not to do the genetics fellowship after medical school. Additionally, adolescent medicine, I love children, so that's another one of the reasons as to why becoming a pediatrician is my backup plan. Additionally, becoming a pediatrician is essentially the same process minus all of the extra certifications and the fellowships. However, the career forecasts, because of the population growth that we've been seeing over the past couple of years, it still creates a job projection that is similar to that of a clinical geneticist, which is very good. And it still is a pretty high-paying job annually, which is great. So in the near future, steps that I've taken in order to better myself and prep myself for this journey that I'm about to take is I've undergone lots of leadership training. I've taken college courses, all 4 years of high school, which is very important to me. Additionally, I've already begun college applications in order to bring myself to that first step after I graduate from high school. However, there are a lot of things that I'm going to have to do in order to make this dream a reality. I'm going to have to graduate from undergraduate university in medical school. I'm going to have to find a full-time job that will allow for me to work while also pursuing my degree. Additionally, I'm also going to have to postpone family life. As I said, 10 plus years of school will kind of deter me in that respect. However, I'm 100% okay with that, and I do recognize that fully. So, to conclude this presentation, actor, Emmy Award winner, and rapper Donald Glover once said, "Careers very rarely are a waste of time, jobs usually are." And I think that that really speaks to the way that I approach this project. I don't want to find a job in which I won't feel any passion or drive to complete. And because of this, I have already taken the first step to getting to where I would like to be in the future. Thank you.